A great, a great Tuesday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, and Sam is supposed to come on, which should make the show a little bit more interesting and also a longer show than normal. And we'll see what happens. If not, it'll be a short show because I have an emergency restroom break. Emergency restroom break. It, it it's funny because I actually came with enough time this morning. I got here to the office, but I had a client walk in, and clients walk in. You got to take care of clients. Good morning, Sam.
Hey, how's it going, man?
And let me just make a quick change.
I'm hoping the
Uh,
reception should be good here. Hoping.
Walking around today.
Huh?
Are you doing your morning exercise? Okay.
I wish.
Not not
Dios
that
te oiga.
not that you need it, but
Not that oh, man. I'm like way over my limit. I'm supposed to have been on like some sort of weight program years ago.
it didn't work.
Uh, not as I hoped for.
Es lo que pasa cuando te casas y te hacen tortillas de harina.
Well, that too, or it just burns fat and turns into muscle. That's my theory.
It's crazy. I was telling folks again. Uh, I really do keep busy most of the time. Uh,
Yeah.
I right before I was going to start, a couple of people walked in. I'm going. I gotta take care of what they're going to do. Huh? Huh? What do they need? So it's crazy. I actually now I've got
Like
some
I know for you it's a lot easier because like I know when you get older, your appetite becomes smaller. No.
appetite.
Yeah.
Well, again, I cut my stomach up, so that helps. And
Yeah.
but even I know a lot of people that have cut up their stomach and still have issues, and they still get fat. Um, get fat again. But no, I've been able to maintain. It's just a matter of not eating. Like this morning, I had one little taquito de maíz with a little bit of egg and a little bit of jamon.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I had.
You know what I caught myself doing? Like I guess it's more like stress eating, or when cuando te malpasas en veces. Like there's times because there's been days that like I'll eat once,
Morning
or
always.
maybe twice. Like because I'll be snacking throughout the day and I'll be like one good meal or maybe at most two whenever I'm actually doing work. Pero si hay días que son así que one meal a day and the rest is just snacks, like whenever I'm off, like I'll have a like big humongous meal.
Yeah. I can't have humongous meals. Actually, when I go to a restaurant now, I just don't order. I know when I
Little senior menu.
well, no, when I go with someone, like if I'm with like if I take Papa or Alicia or
Yeah.
Juan goes with me or someone, I just don't order and I just pick from their plate and that's enough.
Yeah.
So I really don't eat. If I go by myself, I'll order something that's halfway small, so I'll eat a little bit, and then I'll
Yeah.
take the rest home to for Alicia or for Papa, and they
Yeah.
love it. He's having breakfast and lunch 30 minutes later, so he doesn't miss it.
Yeah. Pretty much. And I bet there are some places que their portions are just humongous. Um, and I'll like I don't know, but I've caught myself. I think it's more like either stress eating, or te malpasas y llegas con un hambre de bestia, como dicen ustedes.
Hambre de perro.
Sí, hambre de perro. And that it is because I remember I even like when my wife was pregnant with my son back in the day. I remember que me malpasaba because I had two jobs. Me malpasaba chingos. Y luego one day we went to the where was it? Is it Blue Shell? El que estaba ahí, the
Yeah,
seafood.
yeah.
And man, I think I had like three different. Me comí el caldo grandote de seafood for the pescado. I had the cocktail. I had oysters. I had a bunch of stuff. Más que estaba mal pasado, because you know how like supposedly whatever you're craving is what your body's eating.
Yeah,
Well, I guess my body needed a lot of things.
well, it's crazy because now, because of the surgery that I had done in 2016, they don't my 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 body, my mind doesn't require me to eat. It's crazy. I said we had a
Yeah.
good show yesterday. There was a lot of people on yesterday.
I saw.
What did you find interesting about the show?
um, I guess the other side of the coin. I guess like they say like, oh, there's two sides to every story or whatever, and I want like people were trying to see the good side, and they kind of do see like, hey, sabes que, well, the majority is doing so much, and it's not benefiting, but then he's pointing out the other stuff. Ah, but it seems like the usual, like, hey, you're like, I'm trying to, I guess, believe what he's saying, which could be true because I know he's very involved or communicates with a lot of people, just like yourself. You actually know the actual people. I'm just kind of going based of whatever I see online. I don't know him personally.
Well,
Um,
and there's a couple of things. There's a lot of things. There is the both sides, right? There's a lot of things that a lot of people don't see in the back, and this is what really gets me, because the people on the majority side, they see uh, a lot of the things that the other side wants to do and have promised to do, and they get upset. And the ones on the other side get upset. And let me tell you, there isn't a complete group out there that is always going to hit it 100% out of the ballpark for you. You know,
yeah.
it's just not going to happen. What I've learned to do, and I hope that a lot of people understand, is it's like with my friendship with Roy Dos Santos and Trey Mendes. They're friends of mine. Do I agree with everything that they put out? No, there has been no one more critical.
Yes, but there's a compromise somewhere,
Well,
and what
I
I've
don't,
noticed is that it's extreme sides on both of them.
I don't, there shouldn't be a compromise. Like when in certain respects. Vamos a sacar. Kindly. Viene el assistant. What's this guy's name? Sam. That's Sam. Sam. It's like an intern. I'm sorry, brother. I just,
There's a guy that like
hey, bro.
Sam's the one that keeps on talking nonsense.
Last time I saw you, güey, como que unos 180. No, hombre, ahora pesa como 300 pounds. Bájale la comida, Sam.
¿Quién es? Like, ¿quién era?
El intern, bro. El intern Saúl.
Ah, órale, órale.
Primo, what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it been, man? Ya tiene rato que no salías en el show.
Hey, I've been busy, bro. You
Yeah.
know, when you got toddlers all the
Yeah,
time.
tell me about it.
Yeah, and then the little one, the 3-year-old already started his 3-year-old program.
Yeah, I have a 3-year-old too. También.
¿Y ya está en la escuela?
She's supposed to be starting pre-K in
Okay.
January, but right now she's like in daycare.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like like an academic daycare.
Oh, nice, bro. I didn't want to send him, man. I wanted to keep him at least one more year, but they
Yeah.
say that the sooner the better, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, uh, I didn't, I didn't finish high school. Look, I'm doing all right.
Yeah. You're at idea now or what?
uh, my oldest, it's an idea, and
Oh, okay.
he didn't want his shirts anymore because he somehow he grew up, he grew bigger than me.
Grew out of them.
Yeah, so he gave it to me. So now I gotta
That's
fix
good. That's
the.
good. You're still working in the air conditioning business?
Yeah, still doing that, man.
Cool, man.
I can't complain. You
Cool.
know, if I find customers like a primo, they pay a lot of money. I'll be rich. Hey, nice seeing you, Sam. God bless.
Le estás pidiendo agua de desierto?
Sí. Lali. I was the wrong one.
Nice
Yeah.
seeing you, bro.
All right, man. Take care. God bless. And I'm pass it. They said Coach Jerry McHale yesterday. Let me tell you, if you know anything
Look,
about, if you know
like
anything
I don't
about,
want to assume, but it sounded like when like a kind of like a promoter type of deal. I don't want to say he was doing that stuff. I wanna like see the good side of him and be like, oh no, he actually believes in them, but it sounded more like a promoter, like, hey, I'm gonna push this stuff, you know. Pero
He's
cada quien lo suyo, you know.
yeah, he's very passionate. Let me tell you, if you know anything about Paste, and this is what I've heard, this is what I've heard. If you know anything about Paste, you don't give it away.
And you can't talk much afterwards.
Yeah,
When, like te quedas más callado que nada, and he was talkative.
that's what we've heard, Sam. Right? That's what we've heard.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Growing
So
up in Salmos, that's what I heard.
I work hard at respecting everyone. That includes Mr. Mikhail. I'll just say we can all agree. Yeah, and that's my point exactly. We don't have to agree on everything, guys. And let me say, they have
Yeah, but you could meet again. I go back to you could meet halfway. Both like there could be a win-win somehow if we could meet halfway somewhere.
on some matters. And let me tell you, it's like back in the day when I was on the board with Sylvia Atkinson, there was no middle ground. It had to be her way or the highway. And we
According to her, but there could have been. I'm not sure there is, but there could have been somewhere a middle ground somewhere.
not with her. And the issue is, Sam, is that she was bleeding BISD so much and other districts, and let me tell you, and other entities, bleeding them so much that you fall into this little trap. And unfortunately for us, a lot of individuals were still supporting her, and that's crazy. Even after most people knew that she was scamming the district, and most people didn't care. A lot of the decisions that this majority have made, we've called them out, Sam. Call them out
Yeah.
completely. Now, do I agree with the other side, the Carlos Elizondo candidates? Do I believe with them that the superintendent needs to be fired? No, you can't go in there trying to chop heads off when the guy just started. Make him earn his pay. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay, but what has he done?
Well, he's only been
I
there.
know what you're gonna say. It's just been a summer. No se puede hacer mucho. Okay, but he's been getting paid since he started, right?
100%.
So what has he done? Has he put in some hours? Has he gotten his hands dirty?
But that
What's the
that
deal?
that's the responsibility of the board. They're the ones that
Yeah,
are supposed to
and
oversee.
they're not saying much,
Well,
are they?
again, this is where you get one group saying, "Oh, he's doing a lot," and then you get another group saying he's not doing enough. Look,
Yes, I understand that they say that he's doing a lot, but what is that he's doing a
well,
lot?
again, we don't know, Sam. We don't know because we're not back there. The ones that we have back there are the board members, and that's fine. The Carlos Elizondo crew, the Carlos Elizondo says he's not doing anything. Well, show us where he's not doing anything, because the other
Yeah,
guys are saying that he's doing a fine job. Who do you believe? Right now, what
I'm
happens?
not too sure they still do it, but doesn't the McAllen uh, superintendent do like a weekly report or something like
Yeah,
that?
100%. And again, I believe in, well, not the McAllen, the former McAllen. Right now, you have Rene Gutierrez there, McAllen.
Yeah, the former one.
Yeah, the former
That's
one
what I
was
meant.
very communicative. Actually, he had like a little podcast, a little show where we went out like this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. That's a great idea. That needs to be brought back in regards to saying, hey, inform the community of what's going on. That's a smart thing to do. It's the same guy that's now working, I think, in Los Fresnos, because I think he moved over to Los Fresnos or to Harlingen. I'm not sure which one, but they're the districts that continuously start getting these awards like, oh, they're excelling and everything because the whole community is involved. The problem here is that the community is not involved because the two factions are pulling their way. Now, is one faction better than the other? I'm going to say maybe yes. At the end of the day, again, we've called out every single thing that this majority board has done. Every single thing, Sam. I mean, every single thing that has been detrimental to the district. There's no wavering or moving on it. Now, why the other, and let me say this. Why the Carlos Elizondo people, why his team wants Minerva in there, that's really a red flag. Minerva is a horrible individual. A horrible, horrible. My God, my God. Minerva is a horrible individual. again,
No, no vino el asistente, okay?
yeah, but he's actually busy with times right now, and I'm
Ah,
getting
okay.
like crazy.
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, you able? She's a horrible individual. What coach said yesterday in regards to her not wanting to step down, her not wanting to step down, just to keep her little position, and got her daughter-in-law fired. That's true. That actually happens because that's the type of person Minerva Peña is. Peña is vengeful, is hateful. There's no
Yes, but I think that she had more options besides just what she did. Like I think she could have just moved to a different district if that was the case. As far as like the son, daughter-in-law,
that's not
it's
that's not the point, fam. Remember,
yeah,
Minerva's running on a all Christian, Jesus Christ, God in heaven, the blood of Christ type of thing. That's not the type of thing you do, Sam. That's not
yeah,
the Christian thing to do. And let me tell you, that's just one instance, Sam. She was out there in bed with Baltasar Salazar, Sylvia Atkinson, Drew Brown, and Prissy Roca Tipton. She was in it only because they would give her the little applause and they gave her the little position. That's the only reason. And let me tell you, she was the one that, again, call me crazy. She was the one that filed the false police report against me. Police report against me, and made allegations, moved them all the way to Homeland Security. They did a cavity search on me, Sam. They went all up in there. They found nothing because there was nothing because they were trying to destroy me. So again, do I know Minerva Peña in a way that Maggie and Elizondo and all these other people think they know her? Yes, I
Yeah.
do because I've
and
seen her.
that's why I was saying earlier. I'm like I only know what it gets posted because like how he said, like there's they act a certain way with the public and then behind closed doors it's something different, and I can understand that for everybody, you know, because
I
I
have
could be
seen
a certain way online and maybe on in person I'm different.
I have
Although
seen her
there's no use
act.
for
I've seen her act behind the door, Sam. A horrible, horrible, evil individual. I've seen her behind the door. I've seen her out there begging vendors for money. I've seen her, Sam. Nadie me lo ha contado. Nadie me lo ha dicho. I've seen it. She's a horrible, horrible individual. Horrible individual. Let me tell you right now, I'm not supporting Marisa because oh she's my friend and we've been friends forever. She is my friend. She has been friends with myself forever. I'm also friends with Carlos Elizondo. I mean, we're friends. Again,
and in that position there's just two, right? Minerva and what's Marisa?
yeah, 100%. Minero Marisa. Anyone out there, let me say this, folks. Anyone out there that goes votes for Minerva Peña, you're making a huge mistake for our community. A huge mistake for a community. She is not what she portrays. She is not what she professes. There's no Christianity in that woman. She is evil to the damn core. Evil. That's what she is. And again, God bless everyone. If you go out there and vote for Minerva, it's a mistake. You should never do that. I again, the only reason that the other individuals want her in there is because she could be swayed by throwing her a damn bone. That is not the type of board member that this community needs. You need individuals out there that are going to stand by themselves. You got those two choices. You got Dr. Evil and you got non-speaking Marisa. Who are you going to?
Quick question: how many board meetings do we have before election?
We got September, which is going to be an amazing meeting, which I will be at. It's going to be an amazing meeting. Anyone and everyone out there that can make that meeting, please go. It's going to be a very important meeting. I will be there. And again, I will speak at that meeting just because it's the right political thing to do.
Yeah, so there's only September meeting before the elections, or
Huh?
September and October.
September, October, and then it's election day. Two meetings.
Okay, because you know how you had said like, "Hey, give Marisa a chance," because we haven't had meetings to see how she votes.
Well, yeah. And let me say one of the
And
things
I
that
understand, like it's like it's night and day with Marisa and Minerva. It's night and day. I understand that,
there's,
but man, it
there's
comes. It sounds like it's like the presidential election, where it's like it's a lose lose situation.
Exactamente. Well, and let me say this again. I'm going to stay in faith that Marisa will vote the right way according to her heart, as she's voted already. And again, uh, everyone makes it seems like they're all voting separately. Take into consideration, Sam, to give away Cummings to the city of Brownsville. It was a majority. It was a unanimous vote, Sam. It was 7-1.
But it wasn't a vote to give it away. It was just a
7-0.
vote to sell it. No.
Uh, at the price at 16 million, it's a giveaway. It's a giveaway. Es como que si yo
Yeah,
te
because
vendo, es como que si yo,
who valued it at who appraised it at 14 million?
the city of Brownsville. Es como, Frank, tú, Sam, es como que si yo te dijera a ti, hey, Sam, I'm going to sell you my Tesla for $100. Y tú puedes decir, well, me lo vendió.
Overpriced.
Gee, thanks. You know, and again,
Yeah.
they voted 7-0, Sam, to give away Cummings to the city of Brownsville. And they all went out there and made the promise that a CTE building was going to be built. It's not going to be built. It's not going to happen. Stop
No.
lying to the people. Ahora, right before
Can
that,
they make an MOU of what they're gonna do with that money?
they can, but it doesn't matter. It's the same thing that they did with the Performing Arts Center, Sam. They put away $53 million for the Performing Arts Center. Where's the $53 million or where's the Performing Arts Center? It's gone, Sam, because we
Yeah.
are in a $26 million deficit. $26 million deficit. So what does that automatically tells us? That the $53 million are gone. They disappeared. They don't exist. They're not there. Where's the Performing Arts Center? It's not there. What's going to happen with the CTE program and the $14 million that these people want to give us for Cummings? It's gone. It's gone.
So the
Sam,
14 million from the Cummings school, it's gonna be gone. The 50 something million, the performance arts, it's gone.
it's already gone.
That extra money that they received is already gone.
Gone.
What else have they received that's already gone?
The millions of dollars that they got from the Elon Musk Foundation, remember?
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna tell you.
Gone. It's all gone. Sam, it's all gone, Sam.
And anything to show for it?
No, absolutely not. What they did, and they continue to do, Sam. They continue to cover up the holes that they make themselves, and they continue to cover them up. That's all that is money for. Es como, Sam, como que tú debieras $100,000, Sam. Tú debieras $100,000. You're $100,000 in the hole. You get you're gonna sell a property and you're gonna get $20,000 for it. You got $100,000 in debt. You get $20,000. Are you going to even feel that? Are you going to be building a house with that? No, because you're already $100,000 in the hole. It's the same thing with this Cummings thing. They're going to get $16 million for it. A 1.5.
So what's their next move? Hopefully, it's not like a bond or anything like that.
Yes, that's exactly what they're wanting to vote for. A $450 million bond. $450 million bond on the backs of the taxpayers that are already superbly taxed. This morning, Sam, the county commissioners are out there right here, a block away from my office. They're there voting on giving themselves another raise, Sam, and increasing taxes in order to pay for that raise and in order to pay for the other pet projects that they brought to the county, Sam.
Okay, they had originally gotten some sort of stipend, no? Before?
Who?
The county commissioners? How come suddenly
They
board
got a
members and
raise, no?
everything, how come commissioners are now suddenly getting paid?
A year and a half ago, 2 years, they got a raise. They voted to give themselves a raise. Now they're voting to give themselves another raise, Sam, another raise. And increase the taxes.
And it's not like the usual employee raise, right? Where it's like just 5%.
Oh, no. This is a 20, 30 drill jump from themselves, for themselves. And then they go, and on the same meeting, they want to say, well, we need to raise your taxes. Well, we need to give ourselves a raise. How does that make sense to anyone? It's the same thing.
And do they have anything to show for it?
Absolutely nothing. I know he's picking up where Charlotte left off, but again, don't fire him. Put him to work 100%. We can't look, guys. We cannot afford.
I understand. Don't fire the guy, but start making some moves where it shows that you're doing some sort of initiative to kind of show something for your work. You know, they're paying you so much money. Hey, desquita el cheque.
That's their job, Sam. That's their job to hold accountable. That's the only person that they hire, Sam. They hire the superintendent and they hire the board attorney. Those are the only ones that they're in charge of hiring because they're in charge of hiring. Put him to work, hold his feet to the fire. And if
Yeah.
not, come back out here and say, this is what he's not doing. Again, Sam, have you
Like
heard,
every so often, you're supposed to be evaluated. No, like I
it's
know
supposed,
in some cases it's yearly,
it's,
but
it's
the
supposed to
same
be,
way they do evaluations for teachers or for schools, the superintendent should get evaluated as well as far as
it,
his performance.
it's supposed to be a sitting item on their executive session agenda, Sam, where they evaluate the performance of the superintendent. It should be. Are they doing it? I don't know. But look, Sam. Okay, the Carlos Elizondo team, the Carlos Elizondo team, him and his candidates.
Yeah.
What have they said that the superintendent has not done?
Okay. Besides, like, is he in charge of like getting things going with the facilities?
That falls under the direction of the board. That's why they have a facilities committee meeting. So what happens is, this is what happens. The superintendent says this and this and this and this and this needs to be fixed. He brings
Yeah.
it in, Sam. He brings it in, and then before the facilities committee that is chaired by one of the board members, and then they ask him questions, to direct where the board is going to vote for or against a certain item. It's always presented to the board in that respect. Ultimately, it's the administration's decision in regards to where it goes with the direction of the board because the board. The forensic audit is a must. Yes, a forensic audit is a must. I've said that for years, Sam, for years. The board voted it down, and it was the majority board, which was everyone, including Tim Ramirez, everyone on there except for Carlos Elizondo and Frank Ortiz. I agree with Carlos and Frank Ortiz. There definitely needs to be a forensic audit. It is required. I've been screaming about this.
And
Right.
okay, and then who's in charge of the whole budget? Like how everything gets allocated.
But again, everything falls under the superintendent. The budget comes and he presents it to the budget committee, which includes the board. That's just the way it
So
works.
that was before this superintendent, right?
No,
When
no,
everything got split. Oh no.
yeah, yeah. I think. Oh my God, this is Papa. I gotta answer this.
Yeah, no worries. You can just put it on mute.
Yeah, Papa, please. Yeah, Papa wanted cash, but it all ultimately the buck stops with the superintendent.
Yeah.
But it really stops with the overseers, which is the board, Sam. So ultimately, the board is going to say yes or no. Because again, remember, the only employee that the board hires is the superintendent and the board attorney. That's it. So they're the ones that are going to ultimately look. It's ultimately the responsibility of the individuals who voted for the budget, which
Yeah.
are on the board. It's ultimately the responsibility of the individuals that are on the board that have caused this whole thing to go to crap in regards
It's
to
the committee's fault for approving for the where the money was allocated. Is
it's
that
the
what you're saying?
community. It's the community's fault in regards to voting in the people that are going to be pocketing the money that should go to the community and the individual and re-electing the individuals that have done nothing. Sam, why did they close 3 schools down south most?
Wasn't there like their line? Wasn't it that it was costing them more, like daily, to upkeep them?
Well, at this point, Sam, it's almost impossible to fix. It's almost impossible to fix at this point because you the best solution is to tear them all down and build them back up again. That would probably be just a lot cheaper than fixing this crap up. It's putting lipstick on a pig. It's got to stop. It's got to end. So you could, so you too could want blood, but opt for logical, methodical, responsible corrective action, right? Yes. And look, let me say this. I have seen Minerva Peña in several events. You know, again, what she did to me was crazy. I don't want to cut off her head. I just never want her to be in a political office ever again because I know the type of individual that she is. With that said, if I had an individual on there who was doing a great job, doing what's right, even if I couldn't stand them, I'm not going to go out there and make up crap about the individual. It's not me. It's Brownsville. It's Brownsville. We need zoo here in Brownsville. That administrator's fault, 100%. Saludos, carnalito. Hola, Martin. We want to be supportive on zoo. The zoo is dead.
It's like I don't remember who was saying it, but like it's, and I understand it's a lot of money to upkeep it, but people can't just be like, hey, we need the zoo, and not even go to it. You know, like if you want the zoo, hey, ya sabes que you got to dish out some money to keep up with that stuff. They're not just running on hopes and dreams and prayers. Like go support it, go get a membership or something, or at least go once and buy food in there or something. I don't know, help it out. It is like every day it has so much expense.
100%. At this point, the zoo is dead. It's not going to come back. It's not feasible anymore. And that's what's really disappointing. It's not feasible anymore. And again, we just got to go a different route. We're left with nothing.
Hey, speaking of zoos, and I know it's
Absolutely
like,
no bonds. Everyone vote against bonds. 100%.
and I know it's like kind of like their competitor, but in case y'all didn't know, there is a feeding zoo in Los Fresnos, and I think it's like $15 a person, I think. But if
Pay
it's like
rate,
the yearly one, it's like $45 a person.
it's crazy. Pay raise for the well off while our county committee deputies are receiving pennies. Exacting. That's my point. And the individuals that work at the bridge and the individuals that work at the tax office and the individuals that work at with the district clerk and the county clerk, they don't get paid enough, Sam. But
Yeah,
these individuals go out there and because they have the power, they'll vote for themselves for a
and
raise.
then just they're just voting there between them. So who's gonna
100%.
say no? Even if people go out there and speak, they're just gonna be like, "Oh, okay, thank you for coming to speak," and that's about it. They're still gonna vote yes on it. So how can they be stopped?
It can't be stopped. A mission-based board, unbiased board, non-corrupted board, fiduciary conscious board will ensure and demand that Chavez do the right thing. Exactly, because that's their job to hold his feet. They're not there, and they've said this regularly. They are not a team of eight. They are not a team of eight. It's a seven that oversee the one. That's the way it is. That's the way it needs to be. Money is gone or it's gone for the right reason. Erasmo, if I vote for you and you are elected and discover this mess and how the money was utilized, there, where will you stand? I believe in majority for. Let me tell you one thing. I was the only sitting board member that went after and went to the FBI in regards to exactly what Sylvia Atkinson was doing. Let me tell you, I don't take bribes. I don't take money. I report underhanded deals, and I always have, always will be. I have a track record for it. Evaluation that really does to have the same farce a rubber stamp. It's crazy. Good morning, Shayna. Good morning. I will. I'm disappointed that you did not speak up. At least I did not hear you do it for Carlos Frank. Yes, the jerk. Again, let me tell you guys. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Carlos Elizondo and Frank have been on the right side of many of the votes out there. Many of the votes out there. I've gone to the meetings, guys, to speak on their favor in regards to the decision making, in regards to anything that has to do with the budget, anything that has to do with them voting the right way. I was very, very vocal in regards to when they put on the agenda to have a forensic audit. It's needed, guys. Again, I will not take responsibility for what anyone else out there says. I will not.
Yeah,
I will.
it's typical to be like 100% with whatever somebody says.
Yeah.
Like
I
even me and you, we're gonna have like it's maybe like 80%, 75% of agreeable with the same things, but there's always going to be that small margin where like, I don't agree with that stuff.
Exactamente. And that happens. And that's okay. And let me tell you, I don't think Carlos and Frank need an Erasmo Castro to defend them. I don't think that's needed. Let me tell you, Carlos Elizondo is a friend of mine. Frank, his wife is more a friend of mine than Frank is. Uh, I've said that publicly. I didn't like a little comment that he made in regards to, oh, I don't want my picture being posted up with you. I don't care. I still posted it. I didn't care. I'm more friends with his wife, and that's okay. I don't know Frank. I haven't had a conversation with Frank. Carlos Elizondo is a friend of mine. If anyone out there goes out there and says, "Oh, well, the Carlos is this and this and this," well, that's their opinion, not mine. The zoo was the responsibility for the city of Brownsville. They were derelict to their duties. Taxpayers should not be exactly. It was their responsibility. They put us in this mess. Cut their salaries, not a pay raise. It's simple to bleed people, 100%. You know,
Question: don't they receive hot tax money? The
huh?
zoo doesn't the zoo receive hot tax money?
Yes, 100%. I got a room full of people. There's no hope. The system is corrupt. True. Mikhail is a drunk that has zero communication with his own kids. Fix your house first. Hola, buenos días. Buenos días. Te extrañaba los lives que haces. I'm here in the mornings mostly. I won't be here tomorrow. Hold on.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's okay. I was laughing because it's in mute. Y como que hace whisper.
Guys, guys have a great
Just
day.
go through the comments real quick. Was that the last one?
You're right about the audit. I'll bet you a lunch date for your choosing that it will. Yeah, we need an audit, 100%. It will come with an arrest, several arrests. Sadly, it's all about personal agendas, political aspirations.
Like,
And
I don't think coming with an arrest because of the PUB, who got arrested?
not a damn person. The reason Rene didn't want it, I heard HR person was caught coming out, not his place on the island. We need to help save our endangered species. We need to save our animals. Yes. Public speaking in volumes because students are being enrolled in Idea, Jubilee, RSA, and other schools because of how the main office is conducted. 100%. Mikhail has no credibility himself. Half of more Brown does not like that man. I think 80% of Brown does not like that man. The board agreed in a forensic. I believe the board wanted to go back to 2015. They should go back actually to 2000. We'll see. Guys, have a great day. No show tomorrow. I'll be in Piedras Negras tomorrow morning. We'll be back. Hopefully, I'll do a show from Piedras Negras
¿De
Thursday.
turista en Piedras Negras? ¿O andas trabajando?
It's amazing. Thanks for coming on, Sam. Have a great day.
Likewise, bro. Talk to you later.
God
Bye.
bless.